What do COVID-19, fertilizers, blood pressure medications, snake venom, vaccines all have in common? The one thing they all have in common is that they push iron into the cell and they pull copper out of the cell. And people are like, so what? What's the problem with that? I don't understand. But when we understand biophysics and biochemistry, we realize that copper is the conductor of electricity, causing electrons to flow. So your cells can't communicate, but beyond that, excess iron, intracellular iron that is unbound, creates hydroxyl radical formation. And what does that mean for you? Well, that means that unbound iron causes your body to rust from the inside out and leads to autoimmunity, infertility, high blood pressure, cancer, diabetes, and other types of inflammation because it disrupts glycolysis due to the high cortisol input, right? So if you have too much cortisol, glycolysis is disrupted, and that's what creates fermentation, the evolutionary adaptation, because your estrogen, your prolactin, and your lactate go up, and you can't make ATP and produce energy. So since that's going on, COVID-19, COV-19, means copper vanished. The problem is that the fertilizers like glyphosate have depleted our soil of copper, phosphorus, selenium, these essential minerals. And then we take medications to combat that basically pull out the little bit of copper that we had in the cell, pulling it out. And then we cause oxidative damage to the cell and we can't make energy efficiently. So how do we solve this problem that's been created by humanity? The simple solution, because you need more copper in your diet, so you can spray your soil, grow your own vegetables with copper sulfate. That would help a lot. But organ meats generally have more copper in them. So if you eat liver, heart, kidneys, that will be much better. But they're depleted too because the animals aren't getting enough copper because glyphosate has gotten in the soil supply and it's in a rain, and so it's gotten everywhere. So in other words, it might be beneficial for you to take some copper biglycinate because it's the most bioavailable form. And then you want to make sure that you're eating citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are another great source of copper, right? And so then we need to get sunlight because sunlight activates sulfation. And when we activate sulfation, that activates the ceruloplasmin in your liver. So now your copper that you're taking now, that you're getting from organ meat, is actually binding to the iron, so you make hemoglobin, and we don't create this hydroxyl radical formation that's causing these autoimmune issues, infertility issues, high blood pressure, cancer, and diabetes. And then you want to make sure you're getting the retinol form of vitamin A because there's only two sources, cod liver oil and organ meat. Those are your two sources of retinol forms of vitamin A, and that activates the ceruloplasmin. So you need sunlight, you need retinol forms of vitamin A, and you need copper. And then we solve the mystery of why people's immune system doesn't work and they get sick.